Today's episode of Regen Rovers is hugely important. Come the end of today's video, we will either find ourselves safe, ready for our second season in the Premier League, or we will find ourselves back down in the Championship. So welcome to episode 130 of Regen Rovers. I hope you're looking forward to the last 4 matches of our first Premier League season. Hopefully not our last. This is a YouTube premiere, so you can get involved in the chat. That'd be fantastic. You can cheer the goals, talk about me being a disgraceful manager when we lose 5-0 to whoever we're playing. I've forgotten off the top of my head. But yeah, that'd be great. But before we do get on with today's episode, I just want to draw your attention to Fantasy Premier League. Real life Fantasy Premier League. Regen Rovers, not involved unfortunately. But I've set up a league for the first time in a couple of years. I can't remember the last time I did one. I didn't do one last year because I just couldn't be bothered. I'll be honest, I just couldn't be bothered. But this year, my best friend Tom said I should set one up. He wants to get involved. So I have, so you can blame him. But yeah, you can get involved via the link in the description below, all the details to join in my league, and maybe I'll do the odd video on it. Maybe I should introduce my team for Fantasy Premier League. If anyone wants me to do that, then let me know in the comment section below. After this video, you can get involved in the chat as well, but I probably won't be able to read everything. Let's get on with today's video before I ramble away about nonsensical things. This is the state of play heading into today's video. Then we are 5 points clear of Huddersfield and Burnley, 7 clear of bottom of the table Aston Villa, but they've played one more match than us. Bournemouth have a game in hand, they're just below us. It's tight, but we do have a bit of breathing space. And the last 3-4 games of the season, just turn my face off a second. Liverpool away, that's going to be a loss. We can write off the first game. We haven't won away all season in the league. Southampton on TV at home, local derby of course, just down, well they're just coming, in fact it's not because they're having to come all the way up to Luton, but you know, Winchester versus Southampton, even though we're playing in Luton. Chelsea at home, it's going to be tough. They've had a bit of an off season though, so there might be an opportunity there. I'm hoping it doesn't go down to the last game against Bournemouth. It could well do. And away from home, maybe we'll save up our first ever Premier League away win for the last game of the season. That would be good. Although I'd rather beat Liverpool. You know, I want to get Liverpool. If we can beat Liverpool, then I think we'll be safe. Let's get on with this first match then. We've had to make a few changes, and you'll notice my away tactics changed a little bit. We've got Nunez pushed up, Cochrane back with this 4-5-1 type formation. Delfonso's having to play defensive midfield because Flanagan's suspended. Matteo's suspended as well. They've picked up too many yellow cards between them. So Ribeiro's playing at the back. Stewart's going to play up front. He had Stuart Big, great start to his Regen Rovers career. He's got 11 goals this season, but he's really dropped off lately, hasn't he? Did he score in the last episode? Yes, he did. He scored the winner against Burnley, of course. So Mark Ball, club captain, on the bench for this one. Let's go. Liverpool, the reigning champions, but not for much longer. They're in 8th place. They've really dropped off. They've got Eddie Howe in charge, by the way. But let's have a look at this Liverpool team. Canadian international, 125 goals and 140 caps for Canada. Wow. Canada have produced a star. Jerry Tilt up front. Not up front, just playing behind. He's a young Englishman. Oh, this chap's worth a lot. I mean, the quality and value difference is just obscene. It really is. Well, we've got some cracking players, though. I love my team. Underdogs. Let's do it for the... That's not worked. Let's go with this. Bomb, 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 bomb. Do we need to do anything? Probably. Let's press the wingers. And I'll send my assistant to that. Screw that. Let's go. First match of today's episode. Predictions, guys. Can we stay up? I think we can. But where are we going to finish? I think the highest we can finish is 14th, maybe? Where are we at the moment? We're currently in... Oh, I'm zooming in and out. Didn't mean to do that. That's pumped up. Cochrane's after it. Oh, he's done exceptionally well. Stuart Cochrane crosses it in. Stuart off the post. Oh, unlucky. A half chance already. And Stuart can't quite take it. Hopefully we don't regret that. I mean, we're playing away from home. We're going to lose. I know I'm being pessimistic, but we've lost or drawn. We've drawn like 5 away games and lost the rest. It's pretty awful, really. Free kick to Liverpool. That's headed clear by Vitor. having to play alongside our Portuguese centre-back today. And they've already won a penalty. Regen Rovers, our Portuguese right-back, has given it away. I said we would write this game. I probably shouldn't even have shown this game because it was going to be a loss. But we want some drama, don't we? You want to see a challenge that we can overcome. That's what you do with stories. A challenge, you overcome the challenge, and you're victorious, hopefully. Not always. We might not be today. That's the thing with Football Manager. It's not always a happy ending. This is another opportunity headed over. Pouring with rain here in Liverpool. Been to Liverpool. Been to the Liver building for a meeting. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I quite like I really liked Central Liverpool. Had some good fish and chips. Bit pricey though. I was surprised. Maybe it's probably because I went to like all the docks, the bits that have been upgraded, gentrified, whatever you want to call it. Here's Cochrane. Oh, look at him go. Cochrane, a pathetic effort at the end. I think I'm going to have to shout some encouragement to the lads. We've done okay though. Got it on cautious. Maybe we should try and exploit the left-hand side of Nunez. Run at defence. Get him running. Let's try something a little bit different. We've got to tweak. I mean, next year, if we do stay up, I'm going to have to work out what we should do away from home. The home tactic. We've got one of the best home forms or home records in the league. I think we're the best outside the top 6. I think we're 7th. Might be wrong. Might have changed. But either way, it was really good. When did I show you that? Was it in the... I can't remember. It's been a few days since I recorded. I did intend to get this video up yesterday, but I just didn't have time. I was actually a little bit ill for a few days. It was weird. I just didn't feel right, so I wasn't able to record. So that's the main reason why it has been delayed by a day, this video. I'm rambling. It's going to be too long. Although people seem to enjoy the long premieres. Let's go for that. Not motivated them. We're losing to a penalty. It's not bad. Shall we push Cochrane? Let's push Cochrane up as well. And he's actually had a bit of joy. I'm going to keep him back there. He's done well there. Let's keep him there. We're going to go balanced. Crossed in, back post, headed away by Delfonso. Good defending. Having to play in defensive midfield today because Flanagan is out suspended. At home we will play the 4-4-2 though, so he won't be required. Oh, that's crossed in, back post. Get rid of it, lads. We can't get rid of it. Varela. Clement. Great name, Clement. Tilt. Lennon. Oh, just wide. Got to have a player called Lennon playing for Liverpool, although it's spelt differently. There's only one N. Where's he from? Probably Brazil. Brazilian. See, it's when it's like a kind of an English-sounding name, just as the nickname. They're like Wallace. That seems to be quite a right-back Brazilian name I used to find back on the old Football Managers. Right-backs from Brazil always called Wallace. Oh no, Clement. What a name! What a name! I don't mind that he scored against me. Someone called Clement. Love it. I'm gonna have to put that on Twitter. Unfortunately, he scored, but you know I can't. You can't stop Clement. He's so good. They named him twice. Oh, Ramirez is having an awful... I'm going to bring on Bilbo. Mark Ball is going to come on for Jesus Nunez. And he's going to play as an inside forward. Last change. It's all over. We can't do anything. I should probably go attacking, but then we'll concede more. They've had 23 shots. We're certainly more solid since I've changed things tactically away from home. But it just means we don't do anything going forwards. And this will be the final whistle. We'll have to look at the table now that we've lost this game. Hopefully everyone else has lost as well. Are we going to get a consolation goal? I don't think so. That's it, surely. I just realised Michael Oliver, he's refereeing the game. Isn't he a real ref? He must be ancient by now. So heading into the second match against Southampton, we have dropped to 17th. Everyone else has played multiple games. We're now the team with the game in hand. So Bournemouth must have played 2 or 3 games since the last match. They're currently above us on goal difference. We are 3 points above Burnley, but that's too close for my liking. Far too close. We're still 5 points above Huddersfield. Aston Villa are relegated. That has been confirmed. My phone making a noise, sorry. If we win today, we move all the way up to 14th above Watford. But if we lose, we're in deep trouble. We have to beat Southampton here. We really do. Southampton are surely safe. Oh, in fact, they are. Yeah, Southampton are safe. They're in their flip-flops. We have to beat them. Come on, please. Please. We've only beaten Southampton once in our history. We've drawn twice and lost 3 times. That's not good. But we're at home, where we feel comfortable. Well, Luton Stadium anyway. And Southampton are in woeful form, and they've got nothing to play for. Come on, we can do this, can't we? They've got some good players, but we've got to fancy our chances against this team who haven't been playing well lately, and they're in their flip-flops now. They're on holiday already. Now, I've changed things up a bit because the home tactic now have reverted. It's reverted to 2 advanced forwards rather than 1 deep line forward. Stewart and Ball playing up front alongside each other. Trying to talk properly. Flanagan is still suspended. Matteo's back though, so that's the major change really, and Mark Ball has come in for D'Alfonso. This is the biggest match yet. This is huge. I like that word, huge. Off we go. Come on, please. Let me know your predictions if you're in the chat. Can we do this? Been a boring start to the match. There's been a few shots, but not many. And Southampton looking to play it from the back. Maybe we can try and take advantage of that. They pumped it in the end because we closed down well. Here's Shriver. Back to Matteo. Into Deratic. Into Nunez running at the defence. Look at him go. He knows how to dribble. He's still going. Mark Ball has the shot. It's blocked. Maybe he should have passed it. And Buxton bringing it clear. Over the top. McDonald. Oh, easy goalkeeping for Smith. I like still going. He's pumped it clear. Headed away. Nunez should get that. Controls it. Plays it to Deratic. Feeds it out wide to Cochrane. Round the back. Crosses it in. Stewart. Big. Heads it wide. Disappointing end to that. Here comes Southampton. Buxton to Bang. Bang, great name. Headed away by Shriver. Ramirez after it. Had a poor game in their last match, but can he create stuff today? Stewart finds Mark Ball. Oh yes, one of the most important goals he's ever scored. His 14th goal of the season. It's a cracking finish. It's only his 8th goal in the league this year. It's been his most disappointing goal-scoring season. But predictably, he's playing in the top flight where we're going to score less goals. He's still our top goal scorer, though. That's the thing. Although his goal-scoring record has really reduced this year, he is still our top goal scorer. What a magnificent player. Question is, those of you that watched the first series, do you love him more than Jack Young? I do. Because he's travelled up with us and continued scoring. He started with us in non-league when we signed him. Or was it? No, it was League 2, sorry. Yeah, just League 2. But still. Oh, he's got another. He's just lobbed it over the keeper. Oh, what a player this guy is. He was persistent there, wasn't he? He's so beautiful. I've literally forgotten. Was it the first season in League 2 or the last year in the National League that he joined us? Oh, that is a lovely finish after the first one was missed. I need to have a look now because I've forgotten. It was League 2. But still, he's travelled up from League 2. He's been the top goal scorer in the league, I think, pretty much every year. It really is quite magnificent what he has achieved. Free kick. Oh, we've been great in this first half. Enriquez crosses it in. And we've won a penalty. And Mark Ball... on a hat-trick, he's got to take it. He's got Shriver's our penalty taken out, but Mark Paul... oh, it's in. It's just in. The keeper got strong hands to it, but couldn't keep it out. A hat-trick from Mark Paul. It just has to be. It's the Regen Rovers way. You just have to have a hat-trick for Mark Ball to either win us something or send us up or keep us up this season. Oh, what a player. He's really turned it on today, hasn't he? Another free kick right at the death of this first half. Matteo! It's offside. Matteo must have been offside because it doesn't make sense for their defender to be offside, does it? Yeah, he's off. Just about. 3-0 at half time. Brilliant. And surely this win will keep us up. Surely. We'll see. We're going to move up to 14th. Throw in, which Shriver will take. Our Dutch left back crosses it in. Here's Cochrane. Turns. Has the shot. Decent effort just over the bar. Just going to throw Lawler on for Stewart. Play him as a deep line forward. Just add a bit of a link between the midfield and the attack. Not that we need it today. Here's Ray Enriquez. Ball can't win the header. But Deratic should pick up the pieces. Our deep line playmaker. Where's he going? Where is he going? Into Vitor. To Matteo. Just patient build-up play from us. This is nice. To Shriver. To Nunez. Now he can run at the defence. Lovely. It's blocked though, and maybe Southampton will have an opportunity. It's quite a long highlight, so I sense there's going to be a good chance for someone. Cochrane steps in. Deretic. Cleared. Oh no. They're around the back. And it's a good save by Smith. 25 minutes to go. Southampton still plugging away, trying to play out from the back and then just lumping it long because they've got no one to pass it to. Here's Kevin Ramirez to Cochrane. Cochrane charging at the back line. It's a lovely ball out wide to Nunez. There's men in the box. Here's Lawler. 4-0. This is the way to stay up. Spring Bilbo on for Deretic. Southampton looking for what will surely be a consolation goal now. Here's Hutchings. Has the shot. Wide. Nunez on a yellow. There's no point risking him. So Kuz is coming on. Shriver will move up. I think the players deserve some praise, don't they? We're looking for a fifth here. We've been relentless in this game. Here's Enriquez to Vitor. Bilbo. Ramirez. Someone's going to have a shot, surely. Shriver's brought down. That's a bit of a waste. Don't know why someone didn't just shoot there from outside the box. Here's Hutchings. Shriver's trying to catch up with him. Good interception by Kevin Ramirez. Vitor to Matteo. Maybe there's still going to be a chance here. Here's Kuz. Kuz plays it long. Lovely ball to Cochrane. Having a lot of joy down that right hand side. Cuts in. Here's Ramirez. Just over. Mark Ball's on fire. Your defence is terrified. Even in the Premier League. 1 minute to go. We're going to get a fifth here. Matteo heads it on. Mark Ball's after it. What could he do? He's been tackled. And maybe Southampton. Nope, they don't even have a player up there. I thought they were going to counter then. Here's Kuz. Just a few seconds to go now. And this is a huge 3 points. And it should be enough to keep us up with 2 games to spare. In fact, it might be. Do we stay up if we win this? Possibly. I didn't actually look at the mathematics, did I? But this might actually keep us up, this win. We'll have to check for confirmation come the end of this match. But there we go. 4-0 Mark Ball. What a legend. Man of the match. A hat-trick from him. Delightful. It's time for Chelsea then. Our penultimate match of our first Premier League season at home against the Blues, who are in 9th place. They really have had a disappointing season. Who's in charge of Chelsea these days? Allegri. Allegri's in charge. We have a chance here. We're brilliant at home. We have a chance to beat them. We've got to go for it. Now, I'm not going to make any changes. We have to continue with the team that thrashed Southampton. Flanagan's back on the bench, but I don't think he can walk back into the team because, well, it's our winning 11. I don't think Deretic and Ramirez deserve to be dropped. Let's get on with this then. I'm excited for this one because, yeah, they're really not in form. Hopkinson is their top goal scorer. He's an English international, lots of goals. I remember this chap, Paul Harris, another English international, lots of English players. Well, 2. Romanian international. On the right hand side, they've got a Welsh international, Daniel Morgan. They've got some quality in them, but yeah, they've had a disappointing season on the whole. We owe Chelsea. I'm not going to do an Ask the Manager in today's video. I'll try and remember to do one in the recap, which will be out either tomorrow or the day after, depends when I get the chance. Hopefully I'll be preparing for another Premier League season. I mean, it would have to be a disaster. We'd have to lose about 10-0 in this match, and Burnley would have to win 10-0, really. Well, you never know, but surely we are safe. That's a long old throw into the box, headed away as far as Deretic, and he's not having a shot. He's played it to Ray. Enriquez crosses it in. Stewart, big off the crossbar. Second attempt. We're 1-0 up against Chelsea. How are we so good in this Luton Stadium? Maybe we should properly relocate to Luton. No. Winchester through and through. Maybe in a future Regen Rovers universe we'll be based in Luton. I've never been to Luton. Not even to the airport. Here come Chelsea then. Again. Crossed in back post. Where was the defence? I have no idea. Fortunately, Smith saved it, and he saved it again. I'm going to go with the home tactic against Bournemouth away from home. I'm going to see if it works again. I have used it on and off throughout matches, and it's not worked. That's why we've had to go with those away tactics. But yeah, I have tinkered with the home tactic when we've been losing with our away tactics, and it's not worked. But maybe against a weaker Bournemouth team it might work, as Chelsea have a good opportunity there to equalise. Nicely worked, but couldn't take advantage of it. I feel like I've got to go. In the summer, I'm going to have to try and work on something that's solid away from home. We'll play some big teams away from home, see if we can make it work. Problem is with friendlies is you can't really test tactics that effectively, because big teams often put out weaker players and rotate, and obviously I'll be substituting, and it's really hard to gauge. It's all about fitness, really, isn't it? Maybe getting your system working, one that you might know works well, but in terms of actually trying to create something from scratch in pre-season, I always find it a bit tricky. Anyway, I'm blabbering away as usual, and Chelsea have had the chances to get back into this, haven't they? We're lucky to be 1-0 up, but we're 1-0 up at half time. I don't think I'd change things. I know we have conceded chances, but we're going to ride our luck. Come a chameleon. Corner to Chelsea. Martinez crosses it in. Headed away well. Cochrane's after it. Can't reach it. It's back to the corner taker. Good clearance by Vitor. And here's Stewart now on the ball. Oh, he's done really well there. And it's a ball to Mark Ball. Here is Mark Ball. Still going. Stewart heads wide. I'm actually going to drop Mark Ball back a bit. Deep line forward on support. And I will bring Flanagan on for Derajic and swap him with Ramirez. This is my preferred central midfield duo. Got to think, if I'm assuming we're staying up, I've got to think about positions to improve next season. I feel like we could still improve the defence. Matty and Vitor have done all right, but it has been tricky for them. But maybe it's because the support in front of them, like the midfield, is... Overall, we've done well. I think everyone's done okay. There's been a few standout players. Oh, we've gone 2-0 up. Vitor's first goal of the season. He's a player only on loan, and it's a player I need to think, should I sign him permanently next year from Leeds, or is he just not quite good enough for the Premier League? I don't know. This was a very fortunate goal for him, though. Look, it knocked it. Spit my words out. The Chelsea player knocked it into him. Michael Boyd's going to come on for Cochrane. I could improve the whole squad. If I had like 200 million to spend, we could improve every single player. And these players could be like second or third choice. But we've got to be realistic. Although we've got plenty of money in the bank, we're not going to have all of that to spend in the summer, that's for sure. Chelsea hitting us on the break here. Hopkinson to Martinez. Good defending, and now maybe we can counter with Howard Flanagan leading the charge. Look at him go. He's fed it to Stewart. It's out wide to Mark Ball, who's managed to get on the end of it. Mark Ball crosses it in. Stewart, it's headed away. And Chelsea now on the case. End-to-end football. This is what we love. This is the Regen Rovers way. It's fed through to Estrada, and he's headed it. Shot it over the bar. Been a disappointing game in front of goal for Chelsea, that's for sure. Got one more sub to make. Stewart's had a cracking game. He's a little bit tired. I'm gonna throw in Kavcic. Lawler scored in the last game, but we need to get Kavcic working. He's a quality player. It's just not quite worked for him in a Regen Rovers shirt, apart from the first 2 games of the season. Man United about to win the Premier League by the looks of it. Just a minute ago. This has been remarkable. I mean, our home record is insane. How have the contrasting fortunes? I think that was the name of one of the episodes of this season. It really is ridiculous. Which is one of my favourite words, as you know. Ridiculous. Yeah, we've beaten Chelsea. What a win. Man of the match for... Who was man of the match? I don't even know. Alan Stewart, that's why. He's on the bench, that's why I didn't see him. We are officially safe, and we officially cannot finish lower than 14th in our first Premier League season. That is fantastic. To be mathematically safe with 1 game to go as well is a massive bonus. We've reached the magic 40 points as well. That is the number. I know West Ham in real life were relegated painfully with more than 40 points once upon a time. But yeah, 40 is that magic number to stay up, isn't it? 99% of the time you stay up. And we could finish 13th. Southampton have managed to win by the looks of it. Man United are champions. Huddersfield and Aston Villa relegated. Champions League places decided as well. Liverpool and Chelsea have had shocking seasons. Oh, it looks good. What a season it has been, really. It's been difficult because the last couple seasons, of course, we had so many wins. Obviously, last year and the year before, having very successful championship seasons. To suddenly go into a season where you're losing most of the games, it's hard to adjust to that. It's hard to adjust to having two strikers score 25 goals a season and then suddenly, you know, our best scorer has 16, which is actually really good, to be fair. But it's the contrast, isn't it? I just want to show you. I know we've got one game to go, but I just want to show you once again our home record. We should look at this at the end of the season because some teams won't have played 19 games. But look, all the way up there, our home record: 11 wins, 3 draws, 5 losses, plus 13 goal difference. Fantastic, unbelievable. But our away record, bottom of the table. And we'll finish bottom of the table if we win our last game of the season, because we've conceded 43 goals away from home and only scored 10. It is shocking. That needs to be changed. It's time for our last match of the season, and we can go into this with our flip-flops on. We're looking forward to another Premier League season. I really want to win our first Premier League away game though before we enter the second season. It's a bit slightly embarrassing. It's our home form that's kept us up. Bournemouth have it all to play for. They're on 34 points. They have a much superior goal difference to Burnley, but of course if we beat Bournemouth, Burnley only need a draw to stay up. And yeah, they've got it all. They should win this. They really should, because we're terrible away from home. Some bad news for Regen Rovers, our Portuguese right back. He's picked up a 3 to 4 month injury, torn knee ligaments, not good at all. He might be back in time for the start of the season. All depends how quickly he can recover, but he basically won't have a pre-season, I suppose. He'll just be recovering. So Savic has come into the team. Flanagan is starting alongside Ramirez. Rest of the team is staying the same. I'm actually going to play Mark Ball as a deep line forward behind Stewart, as we are playing away from home. Serenity's on the bench for Kavcic. I feel like we need to give the 19-year-old another opportunity. He's made 5 sub-appearances in the Premier League. He's got real potential, actually. Let's take a quick look at this Bournemouth team. They've still got Lewis Cook, 35 years old, 116 caps for England. He always seems to do well for England on Football Manager, has done for a few years. Max Inns on the left. Henrique up front is a Brazilian international, 1 goal in 1 game. Gomez, real life player, ex-Man United youngster. But they might go down. Let's go for that. That's worked. We can relax. We can just enjoy this last game. Well, try to. I mean, it won't be enjoyable if we lose 3-0. Is this a red card? No, it's not. It did look like a bit of a rash challenge, but it's not even a card. Let's see the difference then between home and away using exactly the same tactic. It shouldn't be drastically different, but it tends to be. It's really weird. It just doesn't. Well, it might work today. Maybe it will. Maybe it miraculously will work, but it just doesn't seem to work. Look, we've conceded already. I just don't know. Maybe we need to drag the defence back a bit. But I'm literally going to leave it on this just as an experiment to see. I know pitches are different. You've got the away from home. You don't have your home support. You don't have the advantage of having your home support. But for it to be drastically different, it does seem to be a bit odd. But there we go. What can I do? That's just the way it is. It's almost like the old Football Managers. I used to have this problem on like FM11. I had a home and away tactic. I haven't really had to do that much until basically this season, to be honest. This is the first season for a long time that I can remember having to have a different home and away tactic, as Cochrane goes fairly close with a strike. But next year I'm really going to have to figure out something, aren't I? Here's Shriver. Can we get back into this? We can. Alan Stewart nods home. I think it was a diving header from him. There will be a player of the season vote at some point. Regen Rovers player of the season. That will be on Twitter. So get involved. Vote for your player of the season. Will it be Mark Ball again? We should finish our top goal scorer after his hat-trick, of course. Stewart's done well. Maybe he's in with a shout. Other than that, we've not had a huge number of standout players. I'll quickly show you the key statistics at the end of this match. Maybe we won't be so bad in this game, actually. Bournemouth have only had one shot. Maybe I was being a bit pessimistic. That's a nice ball out wide to Mark Ball, who's out wide for some reason. He's crossed it in. Stewart can't get on the end of it. And now Bournemouth can counter. I think one of our biggest problems away from home is when we get hit on the counter, we don't have that sitting central midfielder. We just have everyone going forwards apart from our defenders. Here's Shriver charging at the back line. Oh, look at him go. Oh, it's through to Stewart. Stewart's done well. Stewart, easy save for the keeper. As it stands, Bournemouth are staying up on goal difference. No need to change anything, I don't think, in the second half. Like I said, I'm experimenting to see if this works. And it is. We've had 7 shots to their 2. This has been one of the better away performances of the season, but that's not exactly much to go on. Here's Ramirez with a free kick. Curls it. Oh, just over. Not bad. Just realised I'm playing Flanagan on the left and Ramirez on the right. It's meant to be the other way around, but Ramirez is actually playing quite well on the right. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to bring on Serenity. Here's Smith smashing it along. Looking for Mark Ball. Can't get on the end of it. And now, once again, there's that lack of midfield cover. Enrique's round the back. Great finish. We just can't win away from home. It's ridiculous. I'm going to push Nunez up. Ball will play as a poacher. Michael Boyd will come on for Cochrane. We'll go attacking. Why not? Let's give it a go. No, it's not happening. Not happening. We're going to lose our last away game and we're going to have to go into our second Premier League season searching for our first ever away win in the Premier League. It's shocking, but we've stayed up and we're going to finish 14th, which is a marvellous first season for us. Why can't we win away? Oh dear. I'll just say unlucky. Shriver had a good game at least. Would have been nice to see Mark Ball score in the last game of the season, but he got all his goals in one game in today's episode. There we go, 14th place confirmed. 40 points. Oh, still looking at the away record. That's the away record at the end of this. 4 points. It's awful. We drew against Wolves, Villa, Burnley and Watford. Oh dear. And our home record, 7th place home record. Really impressive. And there's the overall table. Burnley confirmed relegation despite winning. Bit unlucky for them. We were actually only 3 points above Burnley in the end. So it was very important and we managed to get a couple wins today. Otherwise we would have been down, quite simply. But we end up finishing 14th, which is just, I keep saying it, but it is brilliant. It really is. And look at all that money we're going to get. Oh, we're rich. Oh, the early days of having nothing to this. What a incredible turnaround in fortunes. I'll just quickly leave you. No, I won't quickly leave you yet. I'll just quickly leave you with this. You can have a look at this, but I will go through this in more detail in the season review as usual. Mark Ball finished as our top goal scorer. Did he finish top goal scorer in the league though? 10 Premier League goals. Stewart managed to get 8 Premier League goals. So yes, he was top goal scorer in the league and overall. The only season he hasn't been top goal scorer technically was last year. He got the same number of goals as Luna, but Luna scored them in one less game or something. Mark Ball was top goal scorer in the Championship though. Assists wise, there's a bit of a, yeah, it's interesting. I mean, Doran got 7, but all of those were in the Hampshire Senior Cup. Nunez is really our top assister this year, but Doran will get the accolade because he got 7 assists in 9 games because of the Hampshire Senior Cup. It's an official competition, you know. He got the assists when he played. He did what he was required. Mark Ball, 7 assists as well. And he got the most man of the match awards. Average rating wise will actually go to Ribeiro, strangely, our third choice centre back, because he made over 10 appearances. And then it would be Stuart Cochrane, which is a bit of a surprise. And then Mark Ball in third place. Shriver did quite well this year. A few players. I mean, there's plenty. I mean, in terms of player of the season, it's probably going to be. I think it's not going to be any of these top players with 7. Because they just didn't feature enough to really warrant being player of the season. It's going to be Mark Ball. Probably Ray Henriquez did well at right back. Maybe Shriver, but he didn't really stand out. It's probably going to be Alan Stewart with his goal. I don't know. It's quite a tough one this year. to actually decide who should be played. I think Mark Ball will probably win it, or Stewart. I think it's between those two. But you can decide on Twitter. But we'll end it there. Thank you for watching my first Premier League season. The second one, we're going to aim for even better. Well, I think a cup run would be nice in our second Premier League season. And will be interesting to see who we can sign in the summer, how much money we get to spend. Could be quite a lot of fun, but at the same time we want to reward the players that have kept us up. We don't have a massive affinity with many of them, but some of them do deserve to stay in the team. But until next time, enjoy FM19, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you very soon.